Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Phantasm Star from the anime and Twitch channel Phantasm Star. Today I'm going to be going over my top 5 favorite animes of all time. Let's get right into the video. Starting off of our number 5 spot, we have Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is one of my favorite recent animes I just got into. And it was because for a while I wasn't a big fan of it until I caught up on the anime. Now, I'll be honest, when I first watched Attack on Titan, I didn't think it was all that great. I felt like that the pacing was a little bit slow for my taste, and I didn't feel like that the Titans were actually that threatening of characters. But once you get past that first season, oh my god, it's just a landslide of amazing moments, amazing characters, and overall just so much mystery and so like you just can't not stop watching it after the second season. And not only that, but like Eren became one of my favorite characters of all time. Plus, the more you learn about the series and what the world is like, the more Attack on Titan was definitely one of my recently favorite anime that I'd highly recommend anybody. In our number 4 spot, we have Vinland Saga, another series that is also created by Wit Studios, who also made the first 3 seasons of Attack on Titan. And if you love history, you love a great plot, some really memorable characters, and just overall, just like amazing action. If you just want to see like people throw trees at one another, which actually does happen, Vinland Saga is definitely has been one of the best animes of 2019 that I think everybody should watch. In our number 3 spot, we have Magi. Magi is not your traditional shonen series. It is very heavy in terms of both shonen and political. Because in the series, you're learning about the world and what the politics are and all these different kingdoms and systems, and you're learning about basically how economics works. But what I'm really enjoying is definitely the philosophical stuff about in Magi, especially when it comes to amazing characters like Sinbad, Alibaba, Morgiana, or even Aladdin. If you're looking for something that's really good, that's really intense, but also very smart, I would highly recommend Magi. In our number 2 spot, we have Berserk. Berserk is one of my favorite animes of all time. In fact, I think it's one of the greatest mangas ever created. Now, this was a hard one because compared to our number 1, this series is just as great as number 1. But the only thing that really takes it down is so far, Berserk has not had a proper adaptation. The reason why I love Berserk, I just love it because how badass it is. I think that Guts is one of the greatest characters of all time. I think that Griffith is one of the best villains slash antagonists of all time. I think that overall, I just love everything about Berserk and what it means for me, especially both the philosophical and deeper meanings of the series as a whole. I would always recommend everybody to read the manga. The manga is way better than the animes. You can also find entertainment in both the 96 and the remakes that came out a couple years ago because those are still fantastic. The whole idea of what it means to be human in a world where everything is in chaos and everybody's trying to kill each other. I always highly recommend Berserk for anybody that's looking for a good read. And if you're just looking for something that's super good, and if you're looking for one of the best arcs in any anime, the Golden Age arc that's in both the 96 and the movies is still fantastic. And finally, in our number 1 spot, we have Gintama. Gintama is one of my favorite series of all time because it's just so fucking funny. I think that Gintama as comedy and shonen works really well together. Now, I would never recommend this series because as much as I love it, a lot of people have a hard time getting into it, and which is understandable because It's not your traditional shonen series where it's about a character who, like, the entire cast is, in my opinion, one of the best casts I've ever seen in my entire life. I love all the arcs. I love all the characters. I think that, like, the story is amazing, and it really shows that you don't have to be like a super powered character in order to be important. That's what I really love about Gintama. And if you're not doing it, then you're doing it for also the trolling and the amazing comedy and references that they have. That's what I love about Gintama, and I recommend it to anybody. But at the same time, it's like you have to enjoy it in order to really get through the series. But overall, Gintama is amazing, and that's why it's in my number one spot. And those are my top 5 favorite animes right now. And that's my top 5 favorite series right now. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, comment. It really means a lot to me. If you really like what you see, you can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter. The links are in the description down below. And thanks again, and have yourself a great day.